The Lunar Eclipse of August 7th and the Solar Eclipse of August 21st, 2017 will be experienced nationwide. It is thought to impact the whole USA up to almost 1 year and a half after the event. How will these eclipses affect you? We asked Samyama, as a spiritual astrologer, healer, and coach, what her opinion is on these events.
So the first thing I think would be really cool is that if you talk a little bit about what's going on in general with the eclipse. Yeah.
Hold a second.
Okay.
Get me the chart of the United States, please. We'll talk about, I cannot, because there is no one world astrological chart. There is an astrological chart for the whole USA. Is that adequate? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me...
Because what you're going to do is you're going to be helping people to find out their particular influence during this time. But it would be interesting, is there like a pattern, like a general pattern of it?
Pattern?
Like
yes. Yeah, okay. The solar eclipse is all about using communication as a healing tool, as a tool for spiritual alchemy, which is changing the way we look at something so that something we are looking at changes. And it is also a tool for inner transformation, which means that a lot of people, particularly people born under this, any sign, any planet in Aquarius for the lunar eclipse will experience this communication that I'm talking about, the impact of communication, which is very humanitarian and nonviolent, very avant-garde, eclectic, pioneering, novelty, innovative, creative genius, artistic creations. And it's like discoveries. A lot of people will discover something. It will take a year and a half to a maximum of 2 years. And this is going to bloom, blossom, and grow among people who have a planet in Aquarius, particularly if it is the moon. Okay?
Okay.
That's one.
Is it going to feel different for people? Like all of a sudden, will they feel differently during this time?
Will the sun feel differently?
Will people feel different?
Will people? Yes. They will feel a sense of rebirth after between August 7, which is the lunar eclipse. The solar eclipse is August 21. They are related. And after August 21, people will never be the same again.
Is that right?
Yes. Particularly after a year and a half to a maximum of 2 years after that, they will never be the same again. People in the United States will be a lot more evolved. There is a saying that progress is measured in inches, not in miles. This time, it will be measured in miles.
Wow.
after a year and a half. I mean, even right after the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, evolution or progress will be measured in miles. That's how great it will be.
Wow.
And also, let me see, it looks like it will be very auspicious for us to be living in a country wherein there will be a great deal of changes as far as being high-minded is concerned, and realizing that we are one as a nation.
Okay.
And also, it will be apparent that the majority of the people will be a majority instead of not really being heard too much in the past, that a lot of changes in the United States will happen by the sheer fact that it is time for people to use their power of choice and claim their birthright to the pursuit of happiness and freedom.
So
it will be a different country. It is the same country, but I mean, it has chutzpah, you know?
Well, you know,
it will have a colossal nerve.
I'm feeling it already.
Oh,
you know,
yeah. The
mean,
more
like,
you will feel it.
And we're going to feel it even more. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
honey,
okay.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so
it's a phenomenon.
Is there something you can tell your, your clients and your listeners of something that they can do to prepare?
I would say be spontaneous.
Okay.
Drink a lot of water, sleep a lot, so that you are 100% in the body, present in the body, in the moment, and available when the lunar and the solar eclipse happen, and see how beautiful nature is. Behold the Maker for having created the sun and the moon, for they are going to be at their most glorious state, and then after beholding the Maker, you can behold what the Maker has done.
Okay. So definitely gratitude for sure.
This is, yes. And this will be the most touching and moving Thanksgiving Day of all. Thanksgiving
now you're talking
2017.
You're talking November.
I mean,
okay.
November.
Yeah,
2017.
Yeah. Okay.
And the most impactful Christmas and New Year's and Valentine's Day, because it will take a year and a half to 2 years before it is over. So let me say, August 2017, 18, 19. So it will last until the whole of August 2019. So we have two highly special Thanksgiving days, two highly special Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day. I mean, the country will never be the same again, because that's the balancing of the yin and yang.
Okay. So,
and also, excuse me, beloved, the United States has a sun sign in Cancer, a Mercury in Cancer, a Venus in Cancer, Jupiter in Cancer, Pluto in Capricorn, and Saturn in Libra. These are very balanced cardinal planets that are very balanced. And it will show more that the United States is on the path of moderation.
Okay.
You know, I mean, the path of moderation in India is called Siddha.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the spiritual aspirants who take the path of moderation and have been a success in it are called Siddhas. And in the part of Far East Asia and in Southeast Asia, it's called Buddha. So it's a very high level.
Yeah.
Very, very high level. So the shores of the United States, we will find a lot of people who will be enlightened, who will be self-actualized, and will actually be really enlightened in the same level that some Eastern people have reached. It's like a sample or a taste of the golden age.
Wow, very powerful.
Yeah, and the path of moderation or the balancing of the yin and yang, it's like, I don't know if, let me explain it. The word Shaktipat, the descent of spiritual power, the yin and the yang, meaning the positive and the negative becomes balanced, such as people who have so much in life and so much goodness in life, so much positive traits, assertive and all that, they will learn their tender nature will emerge to the point that it will balance with their assertive nature, so that there's balancing of the yin and yang, which is the path of moderation. It is also called the Tao of moderation, the Tao of the balancing of the yin and yang. And those people who are negative or tender, very romantic, will learn to be balanced in being level-headed. And those people like me who have a tendency to think of God all the time, I will start also to think and be concerned about my mundane life, so that there is balancing between my mundane life and my spiritual life.
So it's kind of like a way.
I'm highly looking forward to.
It's kind of like a grounding, a way of grounding.
Oh yeah, honey. Thank you for introducing that word.
Yeah.
That word is the key to what we are talking about. Very balanced, neither high nor low.
Right.
And it's humble and has great humility.
I can see how it's humble.
It is the action as above, so below as above.
Yeah. So this is just a short interview, so I just wanted to ask, like, so if people are interested in finding out more about their particular chart, you can help them with that, right?
Oh, yeah. I sent out an invitation to people to send one question, one brief question about the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, depending on their date of birth, time of birth, place of birth, and current place of residence, because I can do astrocartography.
That'll be
on
so interesting.
their place
Yeah.
of residents and tell them how they will respond to it and what kind of feedback and response they will get from natural phenomena when this event occurs.
Perfect.
And it is
Okay.
$44 by PayPal
Okay.
to my email
Your
address.
email or website. And we'll,
Yes,
we'll
my
give
website, Samyama LLC.
we'll give them the information on how to reach you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Great. Okay, thank you so much. This is
Thank you,
so
thank you, thank
interesting.
you.
Samyama conducts her readings by meditation and contemplation of the planets as they relate to you. If you are interested in receiving information about how the solar and lunar eclipse will affect you, contact Samyama at gatesoflight@gmail.com. That's gatesoflight@gmail.com. Many blessings to you all.